I'm JunkYard Rat. Welcome to the JunkYard Rat Show, live from District 12, the show that puts art into artificial intelligence. And of course, today's guest, all the way from Las Vegas, we got Sean, Mr. Smooth Stewart. How you doing, Sean?
How you doing, bro? Thanks for having me on. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. I see you wearing your Raider gear.
Absolutely proud, loud. I know you're in Frisco, but hey, I gotta represent.
Yeah, that game was kind of sad last night, but hey, I mean, you can't win everything, can you?
No. You guys had a rough game, that's for sure.
Yeah, I was watching the Raider game too. I was kind of surprised they actually like dominated that thing.
That was a surprise to everybody.
I was looking at your Facebook page. You went to Prospect High School?
Yeah, sure did. Absolutely.
I went to Limbrook. We're like neighbors.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I
Nice.
graduated in 91. What year did you graduate?
Actually, yeah, I officially would have been 92, but I got my GED, so.
Oh, yeah. So,
Yeah.
did you grow up near Prospect or?
Really close to Prospect, yep.
That's crazy. Yeah, we're like a couple of miles apart and stuff.
Yeah, so you frequented Westgate Mall and that type of scenario?
Huh?
The Westgate Mall?
Oh, yeah, Westgate Mall. It's not even around
Yeah.
anymore, is it?
Yeah, no.
They tore
Or
that down.
Saratoga Lanes. Do you remember Saratoga Lanes, the bowling alley?
Yeah. They tore
Yeah.
down Valco, too. Valco got turned down.
Oh, really? I haven't been home in 3 years, so no, I didn't know that.
It's like,
What?
it's condos now. It's all condos.
Wow, no
Yeah.
more about that. Wow.
That's crazy. I spent my youth at Valco. I never worked at any malls, though. So
No?
I feel left out, but I didn't realize it was getting torn down. I would have gone down to say goodbye and stuff.
Well, it was pretty pathetic, man. I went there it was like maybe 5 or 6 years ago now, at least. And the whole bottom half of the mall was nothing, all closed.
Yeah.
And this is 7 years ago. I was like, wow, this is Cupertino. I thought Cupertino had money.
Valley Fair came in and just took out all the malls in the area.
Yeah, that's Santana Row, yep.
Oh yeah. So how are you doing? I'm doing your comedy show in February or your open
Yes,
mic?
sure. Yes, can't wait. Can't wait to see that. February 10th, absolutely. Can't wait to see that.
Yeah, it's like the day before the Super Bowl and stuff.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy around here. It's going to be a great time to be in Vegas and just hang out. Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't think they've ever had the Super Bowl in Vegas before, have they? This is like the first one.
No, first one. Yeah, first one. First one. And you know us, we do things big, so it's going to be a big old party for sure.
Oh yeah. Are you like a season ticket holder for the Raiders or?
Oh, I wish, man. I came into my money a year too late.
How are you a
Unfortunately, no,
Raiders fan?
but I do own a brick there though. At the Remington Vic.
Oh yeah, you
Where
have
you
a
got,
break down there in the stadium or?
yeah, the stadium, yeah.
Oh, that's hella cool.
Yeah, it cost me a little bit of money. It cost me $1,500, but it was worth it. So technically, I'm there every home game in spirit.
Yeah. It's great. The Raiders, they're not any better in Vegas than they were in LA. Their record is about the same, but they do sell out in Las Vegas, so.
Yeah, well, they're coming. They're coming up. They got to catch up to the rest of the teams around here. The rest of the teams around here are all champions, so they got to pick it up pretty soon.
Hell yeah, you an A's fan too, or?
I'm not really either or, but yeah, I really baseball's not really my thing. But if they come here, I'll definitely check them out and support them for sure. I rooted for them when I when I lived in San Jose. My all-time favorite baseball player ever was Oakland A, and that was Ricky Henderson.
Yeah, Ricky. I don't know what they're gonna do with that field. The field is named after him. Are they gonna change? Are they gonna keep the name in Vegas? They're gonna rename the Ricky Henderson Field, or?
I don't know. It'd be cool if they did, though. If they kept it, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
But
Ricky's a.
the stadium out here looks. If it's gonna, the drawings at least they show it's pretty impressive. It's gonna be a really nice stadium.
Yeah, the the funny thing is, I was booted out of the A stadium for smoking weed a couple of years back. I
Oh
got
shit.
I got kicked out, and I've also been kicked out of the Tropicana. I,
Oh yeah.
yeah, I was kicked out of the Tropicana too. So it's
Oh.
funny that the security people at both places are losing their jobs for kicking me out. You know what I'm saying? You kick me out, your job is gone. It's like karma. You can't
It's
mess with
like.
me. You can't mess with that stuff.
well,
So you do your show every
I,
month or every couple of weeks or
I smoke every day.
you smoke every day? Yeah, me too.
Every day. I'm smoking right now.
Do you go to dispensaries or
Oh no, sir, no, sir. That's only if I have to. Only if my connection's out. But yeah, no.
you grow
I've been doing this damn weed the weekend way too long to pay full price for anything. I used to grow back in the Bay Area. Well, at one point in time, we had an operation where we were growing like 300 plants at a time. Growing outdoor, growing indoor, done all that stuff. I run a dispensary in Newark, California. Um, done all that stuff. So yeah, no, I would refuse to unless I absolutely have to pay full price for weed.
Oh, so you worked at a dispensary, right? You worked
I
at
did at one point. I did at one point in California. Yeah, I helped run one at one point. Yeah,
you worked at a shoe store, didn't you? Or
I did that as well at one point in time. I've done a little bit of a lot of everything, man. I'm 40. I'm 49 years old, so
I'm 51,
I've done a
yeah.
lot of little bit of everything.
I'm 51, so yeah. So do you do your show every month or every couple weeks or
Well, it's gonna be monthly things. See, we're spinning it off from what's an event in Vegas called First Fridays,
uh,
and of course, First Fridays is downtown and it's open to the general public and big crowds and a bunch of vendors. But we wanted to do something cool too, so we're spinning off calls Second Saturdays, and again, we're gonna build it organically, word of mouth through other artists and other performers, and that's how we're going to build the crowd. It's going to be just it's a private venue, it's a private event, and it's word of mouth only, and only place that we promote it through the very few Facebook events, and that's just to get other artists to come in, and they're allowed to invite their friends, and we're all about giving free opportunities for people to show what they got, and hopefully we get some cool people, great comedians, great poets, great musicians, and have a great time and build a little network.
yeah, they got First Fridays out here in Oakland too. Like they
So
have
do
it
that.
like they have a whole First Friday thing. It's like an expensive flea market type thing and stuff.
It is basically that. Yeah, exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
same thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Yeah, like so. Do you feel like I was upset with my parents because I never bought any techie stock? You know, was it? Did you feel like why? Did you ever ask your parents why I didn't like buy some Apple or Facebook or you know?
I mean, no, dude, no. Actually, honestly, no. Actually, but ironically, bro, because I was actually raised by my grandparents,
Oh yeah.
and my grandfather who had a bunch of B of A stocks and what they used to call blue chip stocks, which was phone company stocks, that kind of stuff.
Oh
But
yeah.
mainly big American stocks because he worked there for 40 years.
All right.
And he didn't get super rich like Bill Gates or nothing, but he had enough money that basically all three of his grandchildren and all three of his kids can fucking buy houses when he passed away.
Oh, that's
So,
nice.
it's not not super rich, but get a head start in life. Thank you, Grandpa. Appreciate you. Love you.
So did he buy your house in Vegas or?
Yeah, I was lucky enough to pay cash for my house in Vegas. So yeah.
So did you follow the Raiders to Vegas or?
Basically, we came over at about the same time. Yeah, I was just a little behind them. Like I said, I was 1 year behind them, or I would have got season tickets.
You can't buy season tickets or are they?
You can, but you gotta have money, and all my money is wrapped up into the house that I just told you about.
Oh yeah, because you got to buy a C license, don't you? Like.
Probably something like that.
Yeah, that's
And
what they do. They make you buy some C license just so you could buy the season tickets.
And they're not cheap either, man. They're not like Oakland tickets used to be. These things are like the second highest tickets in NFL. They're expensive.
Yeah, it's like they have the. I think they have the best attendance in the NFL right now.
They might, but tickets are expensive, man. They're $400 or $500 a wop. So
Yeah, I
they're
remember
cheap.
last year for New Year's, like the 49ers were playing in Vegas on New Year's, and it was
Yeah,
like I think the tickets were around $700. I was like, I'm not doing that, you know.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
But
doing.
the cool thing though is if you're in Vegas, there's so much other stuff. Man, you see casinos with these sports bar, sports books and stuff. They got raw, wall to wall screens, or you can go out to, Circus Circus and get in the pool and watch, this huge 1,000 square foot, TV and just party. I mean, yeah.
What's your
I can't wait for
favorite
the Super Bowl
pool?
to get here, man. The Super Bowl is going to be like a 2 week party straight
I
because
don't know.
the draft was amazing. So I can just imagine the Super Bowl. That's going to be bad.
Yeah, it's gonna be like 2 weeks apart. I think the title games are like the end of January. So you
Yeah,
got
so they literally start partying. They start doing stuff like 2 weeks, like having events and stuff. Like it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I remember when the Super Bowl was in Santa Clara, like they had all these events in San Francisco, but the security was really bitchy. They wouldn't even let you walk in with a backpack. Like the same rules they had for walking into the stadiums, you couldn't have a
Yeah,
backpack, or you had to buy one of their see-through backpacks
yeah,
and
see through.
shit.
Yeah, I just say see through. Yeah, plastic bag bullshit. Yeah,
Yeah, it's crazy. Like I mean, at least the A's games, you could walk in with food, you know. Football,
yeah.
they don't let you walk in with shit, you know.
Oh wow.
So you got a clothing company too, don't you?
Yeah, starting up one online. It's just a slow process, long term game kind of thing. It's called Ninth Island Apparel Company. And yeah, right now I'm just putting out designs. Probably gonna keep pumping out designs for another 2, 3, 4, like for the first quarter, and then once I get to about 40 or 50 designs, I'm gonna call it a wrap. As far as then I'll start marketing it, and hopefully make a little side money. Hopefully one day, someday.
Because like Vegas is full of Hawaiians, right?
Exactly, and that's where the Ninth Island comes from. The Hawaii. There's actually more Hawaiians live in Vegas outside of Hawaii than any other city in Hawaii, and the term comes from Hawaii. Hawaiians have name call Vegas the Ninth Island.
Are you gonna like give us any gear?
Oh, I wish if I had some myself, man. Like I said, right now it's just all in the marketing plan. Everything's just build up right now. I have one garment myself, man. One shirt myself right now, man. But
What size
that's the
is
plan.
it?
The plan is to get maybe one day on a little storefront. But that's like I said, it's a long term plan.
Do you have
Yeah.
it to show us?
I don't have anything right now. I have you can go to my website though, or follow me on Facebook or Instagram. Both has my website, Ninth Island Apparel Company. Uh,
I'm sorry,
I
what
have
is the name of it?
Ninth 9th Island Apparel Company, and you can find me on Instagram and Facebook. And then that'll have the link to my Spreadshop website that I have.
I was
I
at a
have three
weed
days.
sesh on Christmas Eve, and the guy at the sesh makes his own tie dye clothing, and
Sweet.
he was like looking at me. He said, "You know, I got a lot of 4X and 5X t-shirts," and I'm like, "Dude, I don't wear 4X or 5X. Do I look like I'm that fat or something?" I was
Damn.
I was upset. I'm like, "What's up with that?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm." And I guess you put tie dye on ice to make it. I don't know what the hell he was talking about. He said, I got this all ice. But the way he looked at me, I'm like, dude, I'm a big guy, but I'm not at 4X, you know? I'm not 4X yet.
Well, you don't ever assume anything in clothing, man. That's sales 101, man. You let people tell you what they want, and then you go from there.
Yeah.
And it was
Like
Ninth what apparel?
Ninth Island
Thank you.
Apparel Company. Yeah, thank you.
So there's like 8 islands in Hawaii, or
Yeah, so there's 8 islands, and so they consider this one the ninth island. Yeah,
and you had an uncle who was in Maui. He lives in Maui.
I have well, not uncle actually. It's my big cousin, but yeah, my older cousin. But yeah, he owns a little farm over in Maui.
What does he grow?
Just basic more. He's good bird raises like little pigs and just certain little like fruits and that kind of stuff.
And he was there during the fires, or
Yeah, but he lives on the opposite side
oh
of the
yeah.
island. Yeah,
I've never been to Hawaii, so I'm not
me
sure.
either. I've never been either.
You
That's
never
just,
been either, and you
those
got
are-
family there.
I know it's terrible.
Yeah. Hey, so what's your favorite casino?
Favorite casino, probably Circa.
You like Circus Circus?
No, Circa. It's called Circa.
Oh yeah, that's in downtown. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a local man. Locals don't go to the strip. Locals go to Fremont Street, man.
Yeah, I stayed at the Four Queens like a year and a half ago, and
Yeah.
I didn't realize why it was so cheap. Like they got concerts right on the window going till like 2 in the morning, and like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like loud outside. I was kind of surprised. I'm like, yeah, but Circa's really nice. What about your favorite pool? What pool do you like to go to? And what casino pool?
That I actually have not been to one, man. Unfortunately, my wife has health issues, and she was we've been here 3 years. In the first year and a half, I didn't even go out. It's also during COVID, so
Oh yeah.
I have actually not even been to one pool. But funny that you say that though. One of my designs, my design categories on my website or on my clothes is what I call Ninth Island Oasis, and what they are just pictures of all the cool pools that we have out here. Because actually, we don't have no beaches. We're landlocked, so all these nice pools are like our beaches, and we got some killer like waterfall pools and all sort of, man, some insane pools. I can't wait to visit them, but I have not yet been to
Yeah,
one.
there's like topless pools. Like I think the Strat has like a topless pool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you can go nude. So that's your design, right?
So here's your Facebook page.
Let's see. Yep, that is me.
And everybody go like it. We'll do that right now.
Hell yeah.
Okay. But then tell us a little bit about what we're looking at here.
Yeah, so that's the first one at the top. Just those two are my basic logos, the island one and the flag there. And then as you can see, if you go, I should have scroll down. You should be able to scroll down to go to like one of my posts. If you go to a post, like click any of those tiki posts on there.
Right here.
Yeah, any of those tiki posts. It should have a link to my scroll up a little bit actually.
There it is. That's Tiki, right?
Yeah, but no, but that's so those are some of my designs. But somewhere on there should be a link to my. If you go to my posts, so those are the Ninth Island Oasis that I was telling you guys about. Those are like the pool shots. Is one category.
Yeah, the Circa pool's huge.
Yeah.
It's,
So like this one here.
No, that sounds like that's more of my auto graffiti ones. But if you go to one that has just I don't know how to say it. Should have some text on it. Those are all just designs.
who does
Oh,
your
my-
drawings?
Go up to the top.
Yep, I'll go to your post.
Yeah, there you go. And then or go to about maybe right there. See the little blue link right there on the side of there, right to the blue on the left there. No, my bad. Close that out. My fault, guys. On the left it says intro. On the left side of the page, it has my phone number there.
See your phone number and then
Yeah, right there. Right
Apparel
there. You just click
Company.
on it. Yeah, Nighttime Apparel. My spread. The blue link. Yeah, that's it. That's my website.
Okay.
There it is. You got the pineapple. But
Yeah, so
are
that's
you
my website,
Samoan
yeah.
or Hawaiian or?
Yeah, so we got exactly. Everything's revolved around three categories. I have the pool scene stuff. I have tiki heads, and then I have different skeleton and skull island designs.
So let's see what Chris is gonna want for next Christmas.
Yeah,
He's thinking this one. He's thinking the green one.
The green one, yeah.
that's a nice one.
There you go.
I was in Vegas last year.
I want mine in blue.
But I think
That's
I'm
right,
going
too.
to hell. I don't think Jesus appreciates I'm spending his birthday in Vegas.
Yeah, no, he should though, shouldn't he?
Yeah, I think if Jesus comes back, he'll go move to Vegas.
Yeah, that's
Vegas is
pretty
his
good, man.
town and stuff.
I tell all my California friends, man, you should all move to Vegas, because man, if you're doing halfway, if you're just, especially if you're just barely scraping by in California,
Yeah.
you will be doing so much better in Vegas. And if you're actually barely doing okay, but know you're never going to be able to buy a house in California, definitely come to Vegas, because you still have a shot to actually buy a house.
That was my. You know what? I thought that all the Raider fans should move to Vegas. The ones that were upset, I'm like, no, you can't even afford the Bay Area. Why are you crying? Just go follow your team to Vegas and stuff. Yeah. The A's
I
fan-
did.
You know,
I
the
did.
trouble with the A's is that people look down at you for being an A's fan. You know, if you have a good job, you can't show up wearing A's gear to your job. People look down at you. They if you got money, you got to be a Giants fan. It's like it's whole economic thing. Raiders too. It's like bad what happened to that team because when I was growing up, the A's were winning World Series. You know, the A's were the better team, but suddenly, like, they built the stadium, you know, Barry Bonds showed up, and the A's fans kind of went nowhere. You know, the A's went nowhere. Then they kicked me out for smoking weed. Yeah, they kicked me out for some, you know, like, yeah, it was, I think that was and, you know, I wasn't upset they kicked me out. I was kind of more surprised. I'm like, you do know there's like 1,000 people in the stadium, right? But later on, I met a woman who works security there, and she said, yeah, they got a whole screen full of cameras, and they were watching people. In fact, one time I went for the motocross event. There were
Yeah.
people way in the top smoking weed, and they busted them and kicked them out. And I'm like, if you're in the top, they must have caught you on camera, you know.
Oh yeah, for somebody ran him out. That's for sure.
Hell
Someone ran him.
yeah. So what do you think about John Gruden? You think he's coming back?
I don't think he's coming back to the Raiders. No. Will he go back to coaching? Possibly. Maybe college though this time.
I don't understand. I mean, you want the coach to keep his job, don't you? Or
I mean, yeah, but not. He just wasn't right. He's not a good fit. He's too old school for
well, not Gruden, but the one now, the current coach.
Oh, AP. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Oh, 100%, 1,000%, absolutely.
Until they have a losing season next year.
He better have a contract on the table right now. Yeah, he should be the coach.
What happened to Jimmy G? Why can't Jimmy G play again?
Because Jimmy G sucks.
What do you mean he sucks? What do you? He does not.
He's always sucked. Even when he was a Niner, he sucked. You guys had a great defense.
He was injured. He doesn't suck. He was injured.
Oh, the best availability is availability, man.
You know, I went to Fresno State, so I'm still upset over Derek Carr's treatment too. I mean,
I am a Derek Carr fan. I am not. I like Derek Carr. I would have liked to kept him, but
and you got Devontae too. I mean,
yeah.
What's up? You had the dream team, and you know I knew those two weren't gonna do well. They broke my heart once already. Their senior year, Derek Carr's senior year, they were undefeated. They went to San Jose State and they lost. And I never forgot how they broke my heart. You know. Go undefeated. They were gonna do all these things. So I'm not
But
really
how
surprised.
Aren't they like the best ever in school history? Like,
Huh?
Weren't they the best team ever in your school history, though?
They
Regardless.
were one of the best teams. Yeah, one of them. I mean, they have good teams once in a while. Last year's team was really good too. They won the conference, you know.
Yeah.
But San Jose State, they sit like 2,000 people. Like, what kind of stadium? That place just sucks, you know. I mean, we grew up in San Jose. Why can't
I
they get
grew
it together?
I grew up in San Jose, and San State has always been the worst fucking
Yeah,
school.
I grew up right across Cupertino. The other side of my street was Cupertino. I grew up on Bollinger Road.
I know
Yeah,
exactly where you are.
yeah. My dad was an engineer. My school was full of like techie kids. We were all
Oh, wow.
techie kids, you know. But yeah, like it is crazy growing up during that. That whole area has changed though. Like everybody in my neighborhood sold their house. Like the Chinese came over, took over my neighborhood. How about yours?
Pretty much the same. The people the Asian people that we sold my grandma's house to when I sold it. So yeah.
Yeah, my house. The people that bought my house were Indian, and I couldn't believe that my house is gonna smell like curry. You know, nothing bad about smelling like curry, but that guy had sandals on. I was like, how could this guy afford $1 million house? You know, I'm not trying to. This was back then. I understand now, but when it was happening, I'm like, you can't be serious. You know, they tore down. I had a basketball hoop in the backyard. They tore it down. You
Oh
know.
yeah, no, they'll change your whole house, man. My house looks. I mean, I grew up in my grandma's house for 30 some years, man. Yeah, it don't look nothing like it did before. It's
Yeah,
awful.
I checked Wikipedia in my high school, and they actually called it a white flight. They're like, white people just moved out. They called it a white flight. They just, psh. And somebody told me that they used to advertise in Chinese newspapers our neighborhoods, you know? That's why
Yeah,
there's so many. My high school now is like 65% Asian, you know? But
yeah. I don't know. I wonder what Prospect is. I bet it's pretty high too. I don't know about that high, but I bet it's pretty high.
and you know, I'm an immigrant too. You know, we come from Chile in South America. I'm all about immigrants, you know, helping other immigrants moving into immigrant neighborhoods and stuff. So I don't got a problem with it, but it's just surprising to me that it happened so quick, you know?
Well, that's where they did. The same with the Fremont area and the Indian people in Fremont. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
that used to be all white for basically, and now it's basically all Indian.
Hell yeah.
I just that's how it works.
So you're a musician too, or
I'm just a vocalist, man. A wannabe vocalist.
you sing? Let me hear you some sing.
Things like what? I don't know. All right. Cottonwood falling like snow in July. Sunset, riverside, four-wheel drive. The taillight circle. Roll down the windows, turn it on up. Pour a little crown in that Dixie cup. Something like that.
Whoa.
That's
Good
pretty
job.
good. You got a
Thank
karaoke
you.
or
Yeah, I mean, I was a blues rock singer for like a decade. I do hip hop. I do like 420 hip hop with my buddy Young T, and I started doing more of the country stuff now that I'm getting older, doing more acoustic. Also do a lot of another one for I've been working on, which is a little different for you. Sunrise, doggo snoring, nothing to do today, but it ain't boring. Shoes on, and I'm out the door. Take a run along a foggy shore. Pot of coffee, fill my cup. Pack a bowl and spark it up. Take a ride out to the rock. Swim until my legs are shot. These are the days. Put me back on island time. That's another one I've been doing. More of that island kind of stuff.
I have a country
Sublime.
song
Uh,
too. My
That's
lady
pretty cool.
left me and took the dog, took my pickup truck, and left me the trailer park.
Thank you guys for letting me do that a little bit. That's cool.
I can do some jazz too.
Oh, I love the jazz. I love. You know, I don't like that elevator shit. I don't like that elevator shit. But give me some FKJ in a minute, boy.
Oh, you like Machine Gun Kelly?
No, FKJ. You know what FKJ is? The guys that they do loops, like they play multiple instruments. I love that shit. I love any of that looper kind of stuff. Like Little Stranger, you know who they are? Same kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's impressive to me. I've always been impressed with guys that can play multiple instruments.
I used to play the trombone when I was a kid, but I kind of fucked up.
I played the baritone, if you can believe that.
Yeah, I played it in elementary school, and we had like a recital, the final, and I didn't learn I didn't learn the whole songs, right?
Oh shit!
I was a dumbass. You can't fake a trombone, you know.
No, you can't fake an instrument, bro.
No, but you can actually, if you had like you got other shit like the trumpet. You could act like but the trombone has got to go together, right? So I was just like messing around. It was dumb. I was a kid, but I never forgot. I never forgot doing it. My teacher was pissed, and then they canceled the program, and I think it was all my fault. It was all my fault. I feel bad.
Oh man!
I wish I could speak to that teacher and apologize. Like I should have learned them fucking music.
Well, I wanted to play the trumpet, man. I got stuck with the baritone, which was the same size I was, man. So like,
that's a big instrument, isn't it?
Yeah, the one's like a tuba. It's like the next one, almost right below, almost as big as a tuba. It's terrible. And I was in 5th grade carrying this big ass fucking baritone that's the same size as me around.
Yeah, that's crazy. The trombone is pretty big, but if I had to do it again, I would have just stuck to playing with myself, You know what I mean? It's easier. You don't gotta learn any music. But I can whistle, so I learned something.
There you go.
I can whistle, so I learned some kind of beat. But yeah, I feel bad about that. I don't know. I feel bad. Like I can't believe I did that, and yeah, I feel ashamed and stuff. But I do comedy now. Comedy is easier, You can
comedy.
Comedy,
I guess is easy. I don't know.
Have you ever done comedy or?
I've been told I'm kind of a funny guy by nature, but I've never tried to be on stage or anything like that. It's not my thing. I've just never tried it.
You're like a DJ and stuff, or?
I'm just more of a host that make a couple stupid jokes and maybe hope somebody laughs, kind of thing in between. But I'm definitely no comedian. That's your job, man. That's your job. I just introduce you.
Do you live in the building that they're doing the show at, or?
Well, yeah. So it's we hold it at the clubhouse for the residents of the townhouse community that I live in, and it's a private clubhouse, and it's open to the residents and open to the performers and the performers' friends and family.
That's great. I'm excited. I perform every Friday in North Beach at Cal's and stuff.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, I mean, I took a break from comedy, but comedy brought me back, like it pulled me in and stuff.
Same with me, man. Every time I try, like my wife says, I try to let music go. It somehow, some way, it always reels me in. I had no intention of doing any music. I had thrown down my mic. I told everybody fucking like a year ago, me and my partner had our last performance, and I said, "That's it. I'm not doing shit no more." And then all of a sudden, I met one of my homeboys came to my show, and he's from San Jose, and I didn't know he lived out here. He had been lived out here for like 4 years, and he does music, and his other friends do art, and they're like, "Hey, man, let's do a live art and music thing." And I was like, "All right, let's fucking do it." And fucking all the guys I'm working with all are from San Jose. All 4 of us that host the the event. We're all from San Jose, now living in Vegas, and
Oh
we're
yeah.
just trying to reproduce what we did about there. I used to do a showcase out in San Jose for new artists all the time, so I'm just trying to rebuild that here and go from there.
Yeah, San Jose is the most expensive city in the Bay Area. And, well, no, I mean it's not the most expensive. I mean Menlo Atherton is still more expensive, but some Pop Warner team from Menlo Atherton made it to the national championships, and they were asking for money to go. I'm
Yeah.
like, you're from Menlo Atherton. You guys are rich. Isn't Steph Curry like paying your way? Why you gotta ask us for money and stuff?
Very good point. Very good point. I mean,
So did you play football at Prospect or
I did play football at Prospect for a couple years, absolutely.
what position were you?
I played tight end and cornerback.
You were a quarterback?
Corner.
Oh, you were a cornerback. Okay. So you
Yeah.
must have been quick and stuff.
I was quick. I was pretty fast back in the day. Yeah, once upon a time.
I think that's got to be the most frustrating because they're always getting penalties called on them. You can't really like even touch the wide receivers now. They call
Oh,
you.
it's a whole different game now, man. It's almost flag football, almost.
Yeah, like I knew the Niners were gonna lose the minute they started calling all the penalties on them last night. You know,
Well, welcome to being a Raider fan for the last 2 decades. Now you know how we feel.
well, the Raiders. The Raiders. I can't even. When was the Raiders won a Super Bowl back in the '80s, right? They
It's
weren't
like,
LA the last time
yeah.
they won a Super Bowl, right?
And even then, we were still getting penalties, fucking. But this is
Yeah.
what shocked me. This is what shocked me. I didn't never think I'd ever hear this in my lifetime. And I've been a Raider fan for. I'm 49 years old. Probably legitly, I've been a Raider fan for 40 fucking years at least, legitly. So in my life for 40 years, I never thought we've always been, if not the most penalized team, in the top 3 or 4 penalized teams ever.
Yeah.
As of right now, with 2 weeks to go in the NFL season of 2023, the Las Vegas Raiders are the least. Did you hear me? The least penalized team in all of NFL.
Yeah, because your team isn't that good. That's why
Our team's not that good.
they don't penalize teams that are bad. They're bad.
That's
Penalize,
never stopped.
why
That's never
penalize
stopped
something
them.
that's
That's
bad?
never stopped them before with calling penalties on the Raiders. That's never
Didn't
stopped
you
them.
win like 3-0 last week? The week before, you won 3-0 or something to the Chargers.
Yeah, oh, 0, we lost 0-3
Oh,
to
you
the Chargers.
lost to 0-3 to the Chargers.
Yeah.
It's some team that's trying to lose on purpose, and the Raiders. That's what I'm saying. You don't need to call a penalty if you get shut out. And
It
nobody's
doesn't matter, bro. If you know your history about the Raiders, man, we could be a 2-14 team and they still call penalties on our Raiders. You just don't understand.
Are you allowed to bet on the Raider games, or are they allowed
Uh-huh.
to bet on Raider games?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because the rule was you couldn't bet on UNLV because it's a local team, right? But now,
You can bet on all that now.
oh yeah, I bet on the 49ers when I was last Christmas. I bet on them to win. But do you bet a lot? Are you a gambler?
I am not a gambler, not at all.
You should be a gambler.
That costs money, man.
It does cost money to gamble, doesn't it?
It does, man.
There's so many rules to gambling too. Like, I didn't know there were so many damn rules. Like, they got all kinds of weird rules, weird bets. You gotta
They
be
do.
an expert in all that kind of stuff these days.
I just don't. I like my money too much, man. I don't like losing it, man. I'm very simple, man. I take care of my wife, man, and I go to my little part-time job, and I do this music little thing on the side, and my other passion is disc golf, and that's it. I'm very simple, man. That's what I do. That's my life.
Well, tell me about disc golf for people who don't know what it is.
Oh wow! If you don't know what disc golf is, this is the greatest game on the planet, man. So, especially if you're a golfer and looking for something better than golf, or if you're just an average person in general and just want some exercise, what disc golf is you use a frisbee basically, or a few frisbees eventually, and they have these baskets that are set up, and you play it like a game of golf. There's par threes, par fours, par fives, whatever, depending on how far and how difficult the hole is. Great thing about disc golf is that 95% of courses are free courses and are usually in public parks. So once you buy your little $20 or $30 starter set of discs, you basically get to play for free. It's sort of like basketball in that way. You buy a basketball, you play for free a lot of places. But you get a lot of exercise, a lot of fun. You get to go out, throw frisbees, you bring your friends. You get to watch some great throws, some throws that you will laugh at, like they're on the blooper reels. And it's just great exercise. It's low impact. And guarantee once you play, you're going to get hooked. But the machine is a huge disc golfer, since you're a comedian. You should know who the machine is.
Yeah, I live on a golf course, but they don't play disc golf on the golf courses, right?
They do. The pros do. Yeah, the pros. A lot of pro courses are on disc golf courses. I mean, on golf courses. Yeah, but the average disc golf course is usually in a public park. You can play it for free. And like I said, Bert Christian, is that his name? The machine.
Let me see.
He's huge. He's huge. He's huge in the disc golf.
Yeah,
Like he wants to sponsor $1 million tournament in Hawaii.
I'm ready to go win it and stuff. I live in a senior community. My mom owns a condo, and yeah, we live on a golf course. But I don't think those people would be very happy if I was out there with playing disc golf on their course.
Well, that's something that like we have one of the most prestigious courses we have in Vegas has a disc golf course. He used to hold one of the tournament pro championships. So yeah, but you know what? Screw ball golfers. No offense.
How long does it take to play like a round or whatever?
Average course probably 2 hours.
Yeah, golf is it like 9 holes? Or are you doing 18?
18 holes. That'd be 18 holes. 2 hours for 18 holes. You could do a 9 hole easy, basic like a par three course with regular golf. They have those kind of courses. You could do that in like 45 minutes, an hour.
Oh yeah, we're seeing a video of disc golf now.
So here's this is disc golf in Golden Gate Park, San Francisco.
Yep, definitely is a course I want to play.
25.
Yeah.
Look at this course.
This is phenomenal. I want to play it. What that little green arrow is right there, guys, on the tree, that means it's a mando. That means you have to go inside that tree right there.
You gotta go between the trees. Or...
Yeah, you have to go between those two trees. It's called a mando or mandatory.
There's a lot of money in these tournaments.
Yeah, man. The top guys are making in the millions, man.
Another weird sport.
Disc golf and pickleball are the fastest growing sports in the United States, and disc golf is the fastest growing sport in the world right now.
Yeah, they got pickleball courts where I live, so it's also the leading injury sport now for people.
Well, because everyone thinks it's so much easier than tennis, but it's really not. It's just shorter.
And you can't see even where the hole is because there it is.
Yeah, that's the basket.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say you can't even see the basket, but there's the basket.
Oh, there's a
But
basket.
there are holes like that you cannot see the hole. That you just have to go like.
He's gonna bounce it off the tree.
Oh.
Yeah, it's on a pole. They're on a pole. They're on a pole. The basket is.
Yeah, I was near Golden Gate Park on Friday, and it's like the biggest park in America, and they keep complaining like there's no place to build housing. I'm like, why can't you just build it on this stupid park, It's too big.
First of all, there's plenty of places to build housing in California. Just no one wants to pay the damn price they want to charge to fucking.
Yeah, they keep building everywhere, like all the BART stations. Every BART station around it's got housing now, but it's so expensive, you know. Like they built all these places, but nobody can afford to live them, you know.
I don't know why you. I'm sorry, man. I was a person that I thought I'd always be in California. I'd never leave California. But man, I would never. I would now. I live in Vegas. I would never go back to California.
Yeah, you know, I wasn't born. I came here at 7 years old, but the Bay Area is kind of boring these days. Have you been to San Francisco lately? It's gotten kind of scary and stuff.
These days, it's always been boring. Bay Area's always been boring.
Oh
But
yeah,
especially the South Bay, where I came from, San Jose, where you
yeah. I
come
mean, I
from.
grew up
Yeah,
in San Jose. I get you, and there's nothing to do in San Jose. My first
nothing.
job was at Great America, but outside of
Mhm.
that, it's like there's nothing to do. You know?
Exactly. And again, man, I'll take living in Vegas where there's 1,000 more things to do than the whole Bay Area combined, and pay a quarter of the price it costs you guys to live where you guys have.
A couple of years ago, I went to a fish show in Shoreline, and my friend got arrested for dealing, and they had undercover cops driving like Google bikes because
Yeah.
Shoreline's right next to Google. So this guy showed up in a Google bike, right? And he asked my friend, "Hey, you got any mushrooms?" And my friend's like, "No, I got some acid." So he gave him, and he got arrested. I hadn't even made it to the show, and he got arrested. You know. And
Oh,
then I went to the cop. I'm like, "What's going on?" And the cop's like, "Hey, your friend was grabbing some chick's ass in the bathroom line." And I was so stupid. I forgot. There's like women and men's bathrooms don't have the same fucking line, you know? But I had seen my friend grab a chick's ass before, so I thought maybe it's true. But
well, that'd be true, but yeah.
he rented a car to get there, right? So I had to fucking take Caltrain all the way back to the East Bay. And
Oh,
after
wow.
that, I've never been back. Never been back to Shoreline. Fuck,
Wow.
fuck that. Have you, like, what kind of concerts have you been to in Vegas lately? What shows are you going to?
Again, man, I don't get out very much because my wife and her health, man. So I have not been out to one of the last concert I went to was a free concert on Fremont Street. Some random rock band, cover band.
Oh, yeah, on December 28th, which is like, what, in 2 more days? A
Hmm.
friend of mine is performing at the Wise Guys Comedy Club.
Okay, cool.
Sammy Obeyed. You should go check him out.
Send me the info. Yeah.
Sammy Obeyed, yeah. He's pretty fun. There might be protests, though, because he's Palestinian, so he's half Palestinian. There might be some I'm just kidding. I don't think there's going to be any protests, but you never know.
You don't know. You never know. You do never know. That's for sure. You don't know.
Yeah. So you don't go to any shows? And I went.
No, I just like I said, but I really haven't because my wife's just now getting healthy to where we can start going out. That's what I've
It's
done.
expensive too. Like nothing's really that cheap out there.
No, it ain't cheap, but that's what I tell you. Like today, she's feeling out too. We're gonna go to Durango. She made plans to go there.
Oh
That's the
yeah.
newest. That's the newest local casino. Actually, the newest casino in all of Vegas, but the newest local casino. And then they just opened up the Fountain Blue on the Strip. But that was expensive. That's like $7, $8 for a taco or something like that. So
It took
like
like
that's
20 years to build that thing, didn't it?
the Fountain Blue. Yeah, it did. It did from the time that they initially wanted to start building or planned it. Yeah, 20 years.
Because
Which is
every year
crazy
you go
because the
by there.
Durango, the one we're going to go to later, they planned and built in like a year and a half
Oh
from
yeah.
time. Yeah, like from time to start, they slapped that up. But this other one, because it was downtown on the Strip, they had so many red tape they had to go through. It took almost fucking 2 days. It was crazy. So
Yeah, you know, I remember I used to go by there over the years, and it was like just sitting there, like nothing was happening. So I'm surprised somebody actually showed up and built the damn thing and stuff.
yeah, I want to go and check it out, but it's gonna be just to go like have a drink or something and then leave kind of thing. Cause
Oh yeah.
that a drink's gonna cost $15, I'm sure. Just So
There's some ugly casinos in Vegas. Like one time I was down there, I got bored, so I started taking the city buses around.
yeah,
I got a day pass, right? And I'm like, because I wanted to see what the real Vegas looked like because they basically keep you in the stripper downtown. They don't
yeah,
want you going outside of that area and stuff.
yeah, yeah.
But they got some casinos that look like, that look like they're about to fall apart or something.
Yeah, well, here's the deal. People still go there and gamble. Can you believe that?
Yeah. I mean, everything is profitable. Like casinos are always gonna be profitable. People are always gonna go gambling and stuff. What's
I
your
mean, yeah,
favorite casino?
that is definitely something you got to get used to because walking into a grocery store and to 7-Eleven and see all these great machines, and you come from the Bay Area where there is no gambling, and you're like, wow, I mean, in the
No.
grocery store, like you literally gonna sit in the grocery store and gamble. Yep, they do.
Yeah, they got casinos everywhere. They got slot machines everywhere and stuff. I
Gas stations, fucking everywhere.
I think they got one in Panola or something, the California Grand or whatever. But that one's like a Indian casino. They got some Indian casinos. They're really nice, but yeah, they don't got many. There's not. They try to pass a they try to pass a sports gambling law last year, and I think it went down by 70%.
Wow.
Vegas put a lot of money. They didn't want any sports gambling out in California at all. You know?
Well, yeah, I can understand why, but yeah, I'm sure.
I
And they
mean,
make a lot of money, man. They make tons of money out here, man. Like insane amount of money.
what about the buffets? Is there a buffet you like or?
I have not been to any buffets yet, except for an Asian buffet that I go to a couple times. I hear the one at the MGM is pretty nice, but
I went to Circus buffet.
Yeah, that was the buffet.
But
yeah.
Circus, I don't like Circus at all. I don't know why. You know?
The only buffet that was better than that in Vegas was they used to have one at Caesars. In
Okay.
Caesars, you had to spend like $50, and it was like they had everything from like king size Alaskan king crab legs and stuff, and lobster and shit like that. But it was like $50 or $60 per person.
Yeah. That same place now is probably like 85,
Yeah,
100 bucks.
exactly.
I went to a buffet with a friend of mine for Thanksgiving a couple of years ago. He actually stole food. I didn't know you could take food with you.
You're not supposed to take food with you.
But he did. I was kind of ashamed. I'm like, damn, I've never stolen any food from a buffet. There was one buffet in downtown. It wasn't that expensive, but I used to be a buffet addict. That was one of
Yeah.
my addictions. I don't know why. Maybe that's why I'm so big. I mean, is there like a buffet anonymous you can go to if you're addicted to buffets?
I don't know.
What about when you got family coming to town? Where do you take them?
When I have family coming in, again, probably Circa, man. That's like my go-to casino. Circa and Fremont Street.
I went to the Hoover Dam and stuff.
I did take my uncle to the Hoover Dam. I went and saw it for the first time myself. It's all right.
It's
It's
so boring, isn't it? There's nothing to the
it's
Hoover
nothing
Dam.
special. It's nothing special. To be
There's no
honest.
dead bodies floating anywhere.
By the way, here's the buffet. And I was looking for the price, but
It's probably like
Yeah, that's the one.
$70.
That's like one of the most popular, if not the most popular
Oh
one.
yeah. I like Fat Burger. Every time I go to Vegas,
I want to go to Fat Burger.
I always go to the Fat Burger, but I think they closed the one on the strip and stuff.
Fat Burger, you guys aren't In-N-Out fans?
Well, no, In and Out is good, but there's no Fat Burgers in the Bay Area anymore. There used to be one, but that's why I go to Fat Burger. In and
Fat
Outs
Burger.
are everywhere out here.
What about Wahlburger? What about Mark Wahlberg and his burger joint? You been
Yeah, that
there?
one's pretty good too, but I mean, I got tired of the TV show. That's why I stopped going. Actually, Mark Wahlberg lives in Vegas now. He moved.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he lives out there and stuff.
By the way, I'll eat anywhere at Caesar's. I just looked.
Oh yeah,
Holy smokes.
These
yes.
places are crazy. Like the new Durango place that we're gonna go to later. I think they get like 30 different uh restaurant slash lounge spots. Like goddamn, like how many options do you need in one spot?
Is it like? But there's only like 3 or 4 companies that own all the hotels.
This is true. This is true.
Somebody told me that when they built the Trump hotel, it used to like burn people. Like the windows, the windows they built, the sun would hit people walking around the street and they would get sunburned.
Maybe I don't know. I know they're gold.
But there's no casino inside the Trump hotel.
No, and no smoking
There's
either.
no smoking either. But you can't smoke weed. Like they try and keep you from smoking weed in these casinos.
They do. You're not allowed to smoke in any of them.
Oh no, I actually got, I got thrown out. I got busted at the MGM. I was smoking a joint on the floor. I thought I was being clever, but they just told me to go outside. They don't even like do anything to you these days. They're like, just go outside and smoke your joint.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
stayed at the Treasure Island, and yeah, they busted me on the floor smoking a joint because I was staying with my mom. My mom's not down with weed, so I can't be smoking weed in the hotel room. But I thought I was being clever, but you're never that clever. I should have rolled like a blunt, something with tobacco in it. So it
No, man, what
smells
you
like.
should have got your smoking room and fucking got you a vape, man.
No, but like years ago, so many people would smoke cigarettes. You couldn't even smell the weed on the floor. But now
Well,
there's not many cigarette smokers and stuff.
that's right. Yeah, no, there's not, man. So you
Yeah.
gotta play, you gotta get around it, man.
Even in the sports rooms, some of them that you can't even smoke cigarettes anymore at the sports rooms. Like they're cracking down. It's too family oriented. I'm not down with the family I got no kids. I don't give a fuck about families.
No, I hear you, but yeah, no, it's definitely it
Yeah.
is more that way for sure.
Hell yeah. So the Durango, are you excited about going to the new casino or
Yeah, yeah, man. Like we'll be taking off in probably about 15 more minutes, man. So I got about another 5 or 10 minutes before we gotta wrap this
have you
up.
done like
Yeah,
have you
dude.
done
Yeah,
any of
no.
the mob tours
Yeah,
or
yeah, I can't wait to go because hey, like I said, we never get out for
you
one.
never get out?
No, like I said, because my wife should her health, man. We don't get out that often.
Okay,
So
so what do you do during the summertime? Is there a pool where you live or what you do when
I
it's
have, I
110 degrees?
have everything I need right here, man. I have my
What do
own
you
oasis.
do? It's 110 degrees. What the hell you do?
I am gonna go probably in my pool, and then when the lights go down, I'm gonna spa, and then I'm probably gonna go to my clubhouse and play some pool. And like I said, man, pretty simple, dude. Fucking, we go out, get a nice drive, whatever during the night. I love summer. Summer nights are the best, man. This is like the worst time of year right now. It's cold outside. I hate the
Hell
cold.
yeah. But
I
do you
hate the cold.
play disc golf in 110-degree weather? Or?
At night, man, that's the best time to play this golf. Glow golf, man.
But you can't even. Oh, it glows in the dark.
Yeah, man, you get glow in the dark discs, and you get lights for the baskets, and you fucking play at night. Dude, it's fucking awesome.
And you eat some mushrooms and you play at night.
Oh yeah.
Bro, you don't even know how fucking true that is true.
Yes, I
Yeah,
do.
you have to understand. You have to understand. Disc golf was invented in San Diego by hippies. That's who invented disc golf. So there's a lot of weed smoking you'll be smelling on a course, and a lot of beer drinking, and I'm sure there's a few mushroom takers in the process. And yes,
Disc golf from the makers of hacky sack. Come disc
Yeah,
golf.
disc golf.
yeah,
Yeah.
no. Man, I'm telling you, it's an awesome sport, man. People are awesome. Yeah, if you play it once or twice, dude, you'll get hooked. Man. That's all I can say.
I saw the new Wonka movie that came out. I'm thinking Wonka must have put weed or mushrooms in his chocolates because my mom's a chocolate addict, right? She's never been happy after eating chocolate. But in the movie, these people look like they're happy as hell. I'm like, maybe Wonka was putting mushrooms in the chocolates, you know?
Well, watch out, because I've had some mushroom chocolates, and I had, man, that's potent stuff.
Oh, yeah, I had some too. I go to a weed sesh they have up in Oakland, and they have raffles. And one time I won some chocolate mushrooms, but the lettering was so small. I thought it was weed, and I ate it. And my friend kept looking at me. She thought I was on drugs. I was like,
You were on drugs.
she thought I was totally fucking gone, and I was like on mushrooms. I was hella tripping and shit. Yeah.
If you think Chris is funny, not on mushrooms, holy shit! I can't even imagine this guy on mushrooms at all.
The worst thing I ever did on mushrooms, I went to a fucking Chinese film, a 3D Chinese film on mushrooms. You can't read subtitles on mushrooms, you know? It's like hard. I was so freaked out I left halfway through. And I came back the next week just to see what the fucking movie was about. You know, I don't recommend no foreign films on mushrooms, you know. No, anything.
I also don't recommend going to school on acid either. Me and my friends, we decided to go out one time and fucking we stole his mom's stash, and we didn't know his mom had dipped her fucking weed in acid, and we partake to smoke a bowl and rode the bus back to school. And by the time me and my buddy got into class, the fucking goddamn letters on the fucking textbook were popping off, coming out of the book at us. It's not cool. It's not cool when you and your buddy are the only motherfuckers frying in a class full of fucking sober people, sober
I hear you. I mean, I remember the first time I ever took mushrooms. I was in college, and we were in a dorm that had kitchens inside, and people would always burn food, and the fire they would pull the fire extinguisher, and everybody had to go outside, you know, anytime someone, and it was at night, I was on mushrooms, everybody was outside because it was like a fire drill thing, and I was like staring at them in my window. I didn't even bother to go outside, but I was just like looking at them. Everybody's outside. I'm on mushrooms just staring at them when everybody's, yeah, it was crazy and stuff, but are mushrooms like decriminalized in Vegas or?
I don't know, man, but everything's Vegas. You know, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So
Yeah, in the Bay Area, all that shit, DMT, mushrooms, acid, it all got decriminalized.
wow. Well,
California almost got decriminalized, but our governor said fuck no. Said fuck no. Gavin Newsom said, "Hell no." They try to pass like weed lounge laws for the state of California, so dispensaries could have lounges. He said, "Fuck no." Are there any lounges? There's no weed lounges in Vegas, are there?
not yet, but they have passed it, and they are supposed to start having them pretty soon. And there's supposed to be the first weed-friendly hotel being built.
Which one? Yeah.
Somewhere off, it's supposed to be like a mile off the strip.
Yeah, I stayed at the Strat, and they had signs saying, "This is a non-marijuana hotel," because the Cookies dispensary was right across the street, you know. But yeah, I was surprised because, like, probably everybody's fucking high at these hotels, you know. People are coming from all over the world. You can buy weed, you know. They're coming from countries where you can't even find weed. I met somebody from England a couple weeks back, and he said it's not that easy to find weed in England and shit, you know?
That's why, bro, I'm parting note because I got to get going. But I do appreciate you guys having me, man.
Hey, you got any plugs, though? Where can we find you?
Yeah, but here's the deal, man. I went this a long time ago, man. Anywhere you go, forget the hotel rooms, man. Go Airbnb, bro. That way you can go outside and smoke your weed all you fucking want, dude. No one can say shit.
I don't give a fuck. I'll smoke in the hotel rooms. I don't care.
So
well,
where do
you're,
we catch
you're
up
gonna be
with
getting
everything
kicked
that
out,
you
bro.
do, man? Where can we catch everything that you do? What's like a website, your socials, or whatever? Shout
Yeah,
it out.
again, man. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Ninth Island Apparel Company. My website you guys had pulled up earlier. That's where you can find me. All the information about Second Saturdays, our new open mics on that page as well. That's what we're open to advertising it on. So yeah, please go there. Like I said, we're looking for poets, comedians, singer songwriters, vocalists, anything but screaming rock, punk metal. No offense to those guys, because I have lots of metal punk rock fans and friends. But that's just not the way. It's a private, like I said, resident open mic. So that's just not what I'm looking
Oh
for.
yeah.
But if you sing country, if you're funny, if you read poetry, you're from the Bay Area, you want to come out for a weekend to Vegas, and you're looking for someone to perform while you're here, hit me up.
I'm gonna bring my Chucky doll puppet. I have a, because of John Gruden.
Bring it, man. Bring it. I'm a Chucky fan, man. I was a Chucky fan
I don't
before
got a
Gruden.
Chucky doll. I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, we'll definitely come out and see you and get some stage time, dude.
Hell
Sounds
yeah.
great, man. Sounds great. And you guys know my buddy Luke too, huh? Luke Sawyer. That's
Oh
cool.
yeah, Luke.
Oh yeah, we know Luke.
Yeah, Luke
Yeah, that's my
has
buddy. Yeah.
yeah, he has the show. It's supposed to be after mine, but he was on before today. Yeah. Luke
That's
and
my buddy right
yeah,
there.
he's
Yeah.
hella cool and stuff.
Yeah, cool. Well, yeah, guys, come on out. Appreciate the time. Again, if I'm down to come back on anytime you guys have it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your holidays. And Chris, I'll see you in about 2 months, bro.
Oh yeah, if you come out here on a Monday, let me know. We'll put you on and stuff.
Sounds great, man. I'd love to go back. I haven't been home in 3 years, man. So I'm way overdue.
Hell yeah! Thanks
Right
for
on.
being on, Mr. Smooth.
Thank you, bud. Have a great day, guys.
See
Thank
later,
you.
son.
You too, man.
Thank you. Been a pleasure.
All right. So there's Mr. Smooth from Vegas, guys.
See you later.
All right. So, Junkyard. What did you do, man? I know that you. How did you spend your holiday?
Well, no, I went to see the movie Wonka, and I was really upset over it because the hero was like, he's orange, the Oompa Loompa.
Right.
And I'm like, it's 2023. We can't have anybody orange being like the hero of any movie because it's getting the wrong message. Maybe like, I think it has a weird Trump message. Maybe vote for Trump because Trump is orange too. And I was very upset over that movie. I'm like, I don't like the way it makes orange people look good and stuff. But then I realized the Oompa Loompas have always been orange, But and the other weird thing is, I'm like Wonka must have been putting weed or mushrooms in his chocolates. These people look way too happy. My mom's a chocolate addict, and I bought her chocolate for her birthday in December 6th. I bought her chocolate on Christmas, but it's never made her like happy, And I'm thinking there's some, this is not regular chocolate.
Right.
Yeah, my Christmas was great, except when the 49ers lost. That was depressing. Actually, I didn't do anything for Christmas. My brother's family is in Chile right now, celebrating Christmas. So it was just me and my mom. We had like a leg of lamb, because Jesus, he was like a lamb. He was a lamb farmer or something.
He was a lamb farmer.
Wasn't he
He
connected?
was a sheep herder.
He was a sheep herder.
And he was a carpenter. A guy
What?
multitask.
Aren't lambs like in the Bible or something?
Yeah.
I think they're in the Bible somewhere. How was your Christmas?
It was good. We didn't have a tree up. We only decorations we did, Chris, is we did. I was in the show. Also, I was in the show. What's his name's page again? But I got to do that at some point. But so we didn't really have a tree up. We had some decorations out front. But that's about it. I mean, I spent time with my parents. My parents came over. Had to come here the second day, so I'm 100 miles away from my home currently.
Yeah, you're waiting up You're way in the other county or whatever it's called.
Exactly.
San Joaquin County.
Yeah, I'm actually in San Joaquin, not Stanislaus or whatever. Yeah.
Because I went to college in San Joaquin County. I went to Fresno State.
Right.
Isn't Fresno in San Joaquin County? That's a huge ass county.
It is a large county. It's a very large county. So
you know what they say, once you move out of the Bay Area, we kind of forget about you. We're like, we write you off. Like,
I'm only 15 minutes out of Alameda County, so
he's like in Modesto somewhere. I don't know.
My parents are in Modesto. That gets really far out there, dude. It really does.
Stockton. I went to Stockton one year for a comedy show, and I'm like, Stockton's kind of sad, you know?
It's very sad.
There's that expensive college in Stockton, too. I'm like, who in their right mind wants to spend like 70 grand a year to go to college in Stockton? Who wants to do that and stuff?
Oh, is that? Okay, so I know there's a big college there. You're right.
Yeah, the University of Pacific is in Stockton.
That's what it is. So. I drive by it all the time in Stockton.
You go by Stockton when you go home?
So I'm the town right before Stockton.
Oh, okay.
So like Stockton is the next exit. My hometown only has 2 exits off of Highway 5.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I can drive 5 minutes and be in Stockton.
I went to Weed Sash on Christmas Eve because it's not like I'm a real pothead. A real pothead goes to Sash. And I went to Hella Positive, which is it's in West Oakland.
Right.
And it was pretty fun. Somebody came out with a blunt, like a hash blunt. The whole blunt was full of hash.
Right.
And they were passing it around. And they were kind of surprised because anytime it came near me, I took a couple of hits. And they're like, how the hell are you still standing? And I'm like, I don't know, but, you know, I'm ready to ride Rudolph all night long. Deliver all the presents and shit, you know?
Right. That's funny.
Yeah, but it was pretty fun, but... yeah, we haven't had a Christmas tree in years. Like, do you have a real tree or did you get a fake one?
No, so I have 2 little fake ones, artificial ones. One's only like 3 foot and one's like 6 or something. And so we literally got the both trees out. I was going to put up one of the trees, but I decided not to. And the reason I decided not to is we have cats this year. And our cats would just take everything off the darn tree, dude. I mean, everything off the tree.
Oh, yeah. You know, like one of my friends told me that his best friend is his dog. And I got offended by that. So I went to his house.
That is his best friend's a dog?
Yeah, when I went to his house, I just took a dump on his bed, you know? Like, fuck your dog.
And that's what we call the Amber Herd. Or in this case, the Amber Turd.
It's kind of sad. What do you mean? And he's married, too. Like, shouldn't your wife be your best friend, you know? Why get married if you're not marrying your best friend, you know?
No, that's what I love about animals. They are the best. I love animals in general. I love cats. I love dogs. If you were to ask me a year and a half ago if I'm a dog or a cat person, I definitely would have been answering I'm a dog person, but now I'm kind of both. But yeah, animals, you know, they love you unconditionally. They don't give you shit. They don't make you come in the day after Christmas to do a podcast. I'm kidding.
The cats are great. I mean, yeah, you're here. I had no idea Luke was on before me, you know.
Yeah, I was gonna put you on first, but I figured because I think we did. So we did makeup shows 2 weeks ago, and the makeup shows 2 weeks ago were for Christmas. This makeup show is for New Year's because you guys, both holidays fall on the same show day.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to make sure you guys got those show dates or those. I didn't want you guys to lose out on valuable mic time.
Luke was tripping out. He was messaging me earlier.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I don't know, where is Paul? Like,
oh yeah, he was sending a group message, so he was replying to us in a group message and realized it.
Oh yeah.
And then realized, oh, I'm on this with Chris and Paul. Yeah, he was asking me where it was. He had actually talked to me. I said, hey, I'm parking. Hopefully I'm there in about 5 minutes. And it took me like 10 minutes, and he was worried that I wasn't going to make it on time, and I didn't. I mean, I was literally right before his show, but then we had to set up a whole bunch of stuff. His show is a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for?
Because
Complicated.
he said he
because
has
he
a
wants-
bunch of songs he wanted to
Yeah,
play.
so he wants to play songs like with you end up doing a podcast that you end up talking to somebody and having a conversation. Most of his he has other content. He either wants to play their music, he wants to play a video. I think it was a couple weeks ago he wanted to play a video that was someone barbecuing ice.
Oh, really?
And I've never heard of that before, but you know, again, that's why you guys are here and that's why you guys do your shows, so you can
Do you
express
eat the,
yourself the way you want to freely.
Do you eat the ice or what?
Yeah, so I was confused because I watched it and I'm like, how do you barbecue ice? They were putting like flavoring on the ice and then barbecuing it. Doesn't the ice just melt?
Yeah. I don't think Luke realizes, but you show up like 5 minutes before my show starts. So
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes I do. Sometimes
was-
you're here for an hour and sometimes I'm here the same amount of time as you.
yeah, so I'm like, he's gonna get there. Don't worry about it. He was like tripping out. He doesn't realize like he shows up like 5 minutes before. It's not a problem. I told him you were probably still sleeping somewhere.
Well, that's what I told them last night. That's I think I texted you guys that I was gonna have to drive from the valley, and if I wasn't doing these shows today, I wouldn't have shown up here today.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have came in. I would have done whatever work I had to do for the studio remotely, which I can do that. We have the technology. I can work on computers. I can work on things remotely. And so, yeah, I probably would have spent the time more with my parents and hung out more and stuff. But you were saying that you spent your holiday. I'm sorry. What did you eat with your mom?
We had some lamb.
Rack of lamb.
We had some lamb, leg of lamb.
Leg of lamb. Was it good?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Lamb is always good. And
I like lamb, but I've never. I know my wife hasn't made it. I know my mom hasn't made it, but I've had lamb other places at another person's house and or a meal, and it is good. It is good. But
yeah, some seafood store opened up near where I live,
right.
but I don't go there because it smells hella fishy. You know, I don't like seafood, so I'm complicated. I'm not like the easiest person. My thing is, you can just buy me a bunch of Togos. You can show up with like a 6 foot Togo sandwich for Christmas, and I'm down. I'm down to party. You know.
So I guess I don't have to ask you which kind of sandwich you prefer, if it's a Togo's or a Subway.
No, I mean, I think Togo's is better than
Yep.
Subway.
Yes,
you know?
I do too.
Yeah. There's Ike's. There's a bunch of them now.
I like Ike's. Ike's is good. What's the other one? Mr. Pickles.
Mr. Pickles, yeah.
Have you had Mr. Pickles?
I
There's
had
one here
Mr.
in the city.
I had Mr. Pickles. You know what opened up near my house with the Napa Deli? There was a Napa Deli. I guess it must be some kind of chain.
Really? I haven't had that one.
Yeah, they're pretty good. They're not open on Sundays, or, you know. They're like Chick-fil-A, you know. But they're like Chick-fil-A. They're not open on Sundays. I tell people all the time that Chick-fil-A gives out free food for fathers on Father's Day. But they don't get that joke. You know, because they're not open on... I heard in New York, they might try and force the Chick-fil-A's to be open on Sunday. You can't force a business to be open. That's so crazy bullshit and stuff, you know.
One thing I like about Chick-fil-A, well, I like a lot of things about Chick-fil-A, but one of the things I like is they have one of the best breakfast, let's say, sandwiches. Because they actually cook real chicken and put it on a...
Oh, yeah. There's like a chicken finger place in Oakland. I forgot the name of it. But it's on Hedgenberger, and it's got lines going for like an hour.
Really?
They got car lines for an hour, and they got like the bread is really damn good and stuff. But I went there one time. I don't understand why it's so damn popular and shit. I'm excited to go to Vegas. I didn't realize it was Super Bowl week. I'm like, I'm actually gonna show up for Super Bowl week. Like, that's just kind of nuts, you know.
It is wild there, too, right? It gets really crazy there.
Oh yeah, it's gonna get crazy. Like the media, all the sports media is out there during Super Bowl week. They got all the radio shows. Maybe somebody's gonna book me, man. Like, I gotta be on the Pat McAfee show or something. Maybe he'll put me on. Me and Aaron Rodgers talking about doing mushrooms in Berkeley together or something.
So another thing you did during the holiday is you went to go see the movie. You went to go see Wonka.
Wonka, yeah, Wonka.
So tell me about it. Tell me a little bit about Wonka. For the people who haven't seen it, this is what the second, third, fourth. I think fourth,
No,
third or
I think
fourth.
the
But it's
third
the
one.
fourth movie, third remake.
Yeah, but it's really upsetting because the hero is in orange, and I'm like, I'm not down with any orange person being a hero, especially in 2023. People might like cancel you for liking any orange person. So at first I was kind of nervous about it. I'm like, you're really like Hugh Grant played the Oompa Loompa, and there was only one Oompa Loompa. No, there's a couple of them, but I'm thinking, I don't like the message. The orange people are not heroes. But yeah, that's one of my jokes about the movie. But it was like supposed when he was a kid, right? And the police was trying to crack down on
Is
him.
this Wonka or is this Charlie?
No, Charlie.
Okay.
No, not Charlie. Charlie's the kid who won the contest.
Right.
Willy Wonka is the chocolate factory. It was a pretty good movie. Some people didn't like it, but to me, it's like they must be putting mushrooms in the Wonka chocolate, or weed, because I don't see people getting that happy. In fact, when I was a teenager, one of my cousins, his grandfather, not my grandfather, but his grandfather, owned the chocolate factory. They actually took me there, and I think I threw up. I think I had diarrhea for a couple of days, and to this day, people ask me about that. Like, oh, remember that time they took you to that chocolate factory and you were sick? But I think I'm lactose intolerant. I think that was the problem.
You were a Poompa Loompa.
I was a Oompa Loompa, yeah. I was hella sick. I had to ride a bus for like 3 hours to go to my godparents. I live in the country, and yeah, and then I asked a couple of my cousins if they had been to the chocolate factory, and it turns out I was the only one that got to go. And I think maybe that's why because I got so sick, they shut it down, but
Right.
it was a good movie. Like, they arrested him for making chocolates. There was a whole chocolate industrial complex. These three dudes who owned all the chocolate factories, and they all arrest you. They try to kill Willy Wonka so he couldn't make chocolates, But he fought his way through it. And the Oompa Loompa came in, and they had one of the cops was addicted to chocolate, so they gave him chocolate just to kill Willy Wonka, and he just got fatter and fatter and fatter, which was kind of weird, because chocolate doesn't make anybody fat. My mom used to send me out when I was a kid to buy chocolates for her,
Right.
and now I kind of feel kind of weird about it. Because I'm like, wouldn't it be cooler if my mom would send me out to buy alcohol or cigarettes? Something fun, I'm thinking, why is she sending me out to buy chocolates, What kind of a waste is that, It's like there's no good memory. They send me to the liquor store to buy chocolates. Who does that? That's like child abuse, But if I could tell them, yeah, my mom would send me out to buy her a Colt 45 every day, that would have been cool, that's a story you can tell your friends. You could all laugh at. But I'm like the sad thing is, I knew exactly what kind of chocolate bar my mom was into. She liked the Symphony Blue. The Symphony Blue was her chocolate. I knew exactly. In fact, to this day, I buy every Christmas or every birthday, on Mother's Day, I always buy my mom chocolates. My mom had some friends that come over for her birthday, showed up with a bunch of chocolates, I mean, chocolate lovers are easy to buy. Why doesn't anybody buy me weed for my birthday or Christmas, But yeah, like, the movie's okay. Some people didn't like it, but I like the messaging, I like the fact that this guy showed up to London with a dream. But the whole they got they should have done something. They should have made the Oompa Loompa green, you know, because the whole orange thing, it was really upsetting to me. It kind of triggered me, you know. I was looking around and I'm like, I hope people don't see me enjoying this film, you know. I don't want to get canceled for liking an orange Oompa Loompa guy, you know. I'm like, they should have made him black and white. Why do they have to have more? I know the Oompa Loompas are orange, but when they made the first Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, orange people were cool. You know, nobody hated the orange people. But now orange people is bad. You know, it's a bad thing, and that it's really upsetting to me. That's one thing that really upset me was the orange guy. I didn't like it at all. I felt like I felt like in the middle. I almost pulled out my phone and complained on Facebook about the orange guy. I'm like, we can't have an orange hero, you know. We can't have anybody orange being any kind of hero. It's 2023. It's almost 2024. What are you doing for New Year's?
I have vacation the first week in January.
Where you going?
Not a damn anywhere. I think I'm gonna just work on the studio, work on my house, and work on myself.
Are you close to Lake Tahoe or?
You know, that's a great question. I think we're not close to Lake Tahoe, but it's a straight shot, kind of.
Because my brother lives in Folsom, not the prison,
Right.
the city.
Yeah.
And he's like 2 hours away from Folsom. I think that's why he's there. My brother's a big poker player and stuff.
Right.
You know, he's near Reno and stuff. But yeah, like I haven't been skiing in years. Do you ski at all? Or
I used to. I used to ski. I used to ski very. I used to ski horribly, but I used to ski, and I have fun doing it. But even after, I don't know, 25, 30 years of skiing, I'm still considered an amateur or a beginner. I'm really not that good. I seem to go on expert runs, but it's always the worst thing for me to do because then I end up getting stuck and I end up falling down too many times.
I fucked up my knee in Bear Valley. Like this was when I was in college, and I'm not a very good skier, but I like the speed. I like to feel the speed. So I would throw myself down in the easy courses, but I would go straight down. And I always thought my bindings were on too loose. And so I tightened my bindings, and I learned like you should never tighten your bindings. They're supposed to be loose. The
Right.
ski didn't come off on my left leg, and it fucked up my knee. And they put me on like some ski ramp thingy, and they took me down like a little boat type thing, and they took me down, and then they took me by the bar area, and everybody's outside with their beers saluting me like I did something great. I just fucked up.
So
my,
your boots and your bindings are supposed to be tight, but the binding is supposed to be set to a certain setting so if you fall or if you go down that the ski pops off your boot.
yeah.
You don't want the binding and the boot to lock because then if you go flying end over end, your skis stay on and that's where you end up breaking bones or end up having a problem.
Yeah, so my knee was fucked up. My leg wouldn't move. So
Yikes.
I had to have my leg sticking out the window on the drive home from Bear Valley, which is like a 4-hour drive.
Right.
You ever been to Bear Valley? It's
I
like,
have been to Bear Valley.
So yeah, that was my last time on the show. That was my last. And in fact, one of my dad's friends who was with us, you know, he had fucked up his knee earlier in the season, and he told me I was out of control. This was before that happened to me.
Right.
He said, "You're out of control on the slopes," you know, and he was right. He was right, but he was a crazy skier. He actually went to Colorado later on that year and went and skied. He was married to like to it's like a friend of my dad's, his daughter, and her sister was actually my babysitter and stuff. But she wasn't really my babysitter. The sister was actually the one that really told me what to do. We're still friends with those people to this day and stuff. They live in Palo Alto, but yeah, I haven't hit the slopes since that day, you know. But
Oh, I knew I wasn't a good skier either because people, especially the person I went most of the time with, was my best friend Jeff, and he kind of said the same thing to me as your dad did, which was you don't have any control.
yeah,
And I literally was trying to go straight down a hill instead of going side to side or snow plow and slow down. It was literally like, oh, here's somebody that just got dropped off at the top of a hill and is gonna fly down it.
yeah, that's what I would do. But I would do it on the easy ones, you know. But yeah, I just like the, you know, like when I worked at Great America in high school, I would spend my lunch hours on the edge because I like the thrill of just going down fast.
Well,
Just
there's been so many people that you like, even two movie stars that I can think of, like Sonny Bono, and then
yeah, one of the Kennedys died on skiing, didn't he? He ran into a tree.
well, I know Gwyneth Paltrow just hit somebody while she was skiing or
Oh,
something.
that's different.
But then no, the other person was Sonny Bono died, and then also
One of the Kennedys died during that time too.
did he? Because I was gonna say Liam Neeson, his wife
Oh yeah,
died that
his
same
wife. Yeah, she died on this. She died skiing and stuff. Yeah, it's dangerous, you know.
Yeah, and they hit trees because they couldn't stop.
Yeah,
And so that tells me, boy, was I lucky that I didn't go off the side of a mountain or into a tree.
yeah. I mean, I knew I'm not. I was on the easy course. There was no way I was gonna go out.
no.
I was gonna go out some mountain on some easy
Well, even
course,
on
you know.
bunny hills, what they call bunny slopes and stuff, that
I,
those still you can get some speed going, man.
I was really upset when they changed the name from Squaw Valley. I like the name Squaw Valley.
Oh, because the term squaw is derogatory to Native American women.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that, but like, I mean, who cares, you know? Like, it's a beautiful name. Like, I never called anybody a squaw, though, man, you know? I never had the chance to. I did have one friend that was Native American, but I never had the balls or the stupidity to call her. If I had known, I would have called her a squaw, though, but. I mean, yeah, I like the name Squaw. I think it's like
And
heavenly.
I always thought squaw was like wife
Yeah.
or woman or whatever. I didn't realize it was a derogatory term.
Yeah.
Not until they did this thing about that. But I don't meet many Native American women and go, "Hey, squaw, what up?"
It's like heavenly something now. It's like
It's
heavenly.
like Heavenly Valley or something.
Yeah. I remember we used to go up to Boreal too. Like,
Right.
But-
Boreal Ridge.
yeah, that's like the first.
The
if you-
first one as you're coming up 80 and as you're going over
Yeah.
Donner Summit.
But for years there was no snow on Boreal. Like, it didn't snow enough for Boreal, but now Boreal is packed. Yeah. So you're not even gonna go skiing this year?
No, I haven't been skiing for. I have not been skiing for 20 years at least because I've been with my wife for 22 years and I don't think I've ever been skiing with her. The last time I went skiing, I went cross country skiing and that is not fun.
Oh yeah, that's like the most boring thing ever.
It's the most boring thing you can see. The only thing that was good about it is we were drinking the whole time.
Yeah. I mean, in the Olympics, they have cross country shooting. So
Oh, well, at least that's something.
so I would do that if I could go shoot at people while I'm cross country skiing. I'm down with that, you know. But cross country skiing alone without shooting at somebody is hella fucking boring. And like ice skating, I was up on I was up. I saw there was ice skating up in San Francisco. You know, I haven't been ice skating in years either.
So we just went ice skating this last year, and I can't stand up on ice skates.
Yeah, I can't either. I don't get that at all, you know.
I have weak ankles apparently.
Yeah, like I mean, I didn't grow up in the East Coast. Like, I've never seen the pond that froze over. I never played hockey and stuff.
Right.
None of that stuff, man. Like,
You're from California for the most part.
I'm from California, you know. Like, I wish I could go skiing again. Like, but it's like I kind of gave up on it because nobody would pay for it. But if somebody paid for me to go up on the slopes, I might actually go back on the kiddie ride again and throw myself down the mountain
Oh, jeez.
because it was so much fun. I can't even lie. I mean, I used to drive the same way. I like speed. I like to feel the speed. One time I was on mushrooms with my friend, and like thank God I wasn't driving, but yeah, there's something about speed itself, you know, not the drug speed. I've been on that too. That's no
They
fun.
call it adrenaline. It's a drug.
It's fun. I mean, it's hella fun. Or like the jet ski. I would like to try a jet ski one time and see how that is, you know.
Well, I liked actual skiing was fun, but it took forever to get up and then stay up.
Yeah.
And so I could see how jet skiing would even be funner because it's less skill involved.
Hell yes. You got nothing planned for your vacation?
Not a damn thing. I got to figure it out. Maybe you guys can help us. If you have any ideas what I should do for my vacation, please let me know.
What is there to do in that area? Like,
We were gonna go to it's called the Great Wolf Lodge,
oh yeah, I think I've heard of that.
which used to be Manteca Water Slides.
Oh yeah.
So we were to go there, middle of winter and go to a water slide. That makes sense to me. Not.
Is it heated? I mean,
Yeah, it's indoors.
I mean, that should be all right, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I
mean,
think so. It's weird.
there's like a water.
Like going snow skiing in the summer. It's weird.
There's a like the water. There's a water park near where I live in Concord. It's on Six Flags, and I want to go, but I got no kids, and I feel like showing up as an adult with no kids is kind of weird. Do they have like adult nights?
Like that at the Great Wolf Lodge, it's mostly families and people, so it's not like all just little kids. It's mostly adults.
Oh
I think.
yeah.
So even they have their lodge rooms are like $500-600 and they fit like your whole family in it.
Oh, that's a lot of money though.
Yeah. So no, I think we're gonna get a couple day passes, which I think are like $75 a piece or something crazy.
That's pretty fun. I mean, like, why not? That sounds like a good time and stuff.
So we might do that, and if we do that, I'll definitely invite you. You'll have to come out.
Hell yeah, I'll come down.
Yeah.
I can bring Luke so he can like freak out everybody and stuff.
Yeah, you guys can check out the valley. It's a slower life.
Well, yeah, I mean, I went to college in the valley. I know all about San Joaquin Valley. I went to Fresno State. I think the valley's okay and stuff. It's kind of boring, but if you got nothing else to do, it's not like you're missing out on anything and stuff.
Right. Now, I guess we should give it up for your guest today.
Hell yeah.
So tell us, what was his name again? I'm sorry. It was Mr. Smooth.
Sean, Mr. Smooth.
Sean,
Stewart.
Mr. Smooth Stewart. And check out his clothing line, Ninth Island Apparel Company. You can
Yeah.
go like him on Facebook. You can go check out everything they do. Please tell them that JunkYard Rat sent you.
Yeah, he better have some clothing for me.
So that way, if you guys buy some shirts or buy some clothing, or even buy the JunkYard Rat
Yeah.
hoodie and send it to him, you can send it here to Edge Studios here at 26 7th Street in San Francisco, California. Make it attention, the JunkYard Rat, District 12.
District 12, I wear like 2X.
So you guys
wear-
don't forget.
I wear 2X on a good day.
There you go.
A good day. But yeah, I need some gear. I need some hat. You know, the ninth island. I had no idea there were 8 islands in Hawaii and stuff. That's pretty cool and stuff. Like, so our next show is like what in
So your next show, instead of it being on Monday the 1st, it's gonna be
the 8th and stuff.
Monday the 8th.
I got Malika Sokum
Oh,
booked on the show.
there we go. And he's even counting out cash. Look at this. He's ready to pay the talent.
Yeah.
Molly, get in here. No, Molly Solcombe on next week's show or 2 weeks from now.
And yeah, and then the week after that, I got the Alameda Comedy Club owner and stuff.
Oh, cool. You got you have oh jeez, Patrick King.
I got Patrick on.
What's Patrick's name? Patrick King?
No, King is somebody else.
No, who's
That's that creepy sex guy and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a creepy sex guy.
Patrick. It's Patrick. It's Patrick. Oh, who is it?
I guess you don't even go to the Alameda Comedy Club.
Yeah, I do, but I'm drawing a blank on what his name is.
Well, all you gotta know is that it's the Alameda Comedy Club owner.
Yeah, that's it. Okay.
So I got him, but I got Molly, and they're both coming in actually and stuff. So I guess, yeah, Molly's. I saw that she's gonna be at the Brisbane Comedy. I think the comedy festival in Australia.
Okay.
So yeah,
Patrick Ford, by the way. Sorry.
yeah, I was. Have you been to the? I didn't know.
I
if
have.
liked it.
I've done 2 spots at the Alameda Comedy Club. One was I want to say it was the open mic thing, and then another one was a competition.
Yeah, I did it outdoors back during COVID and stuff. So it's a nice club and stuff. Actually, I think they're opening up a club near where you live in Manteca. Or...
Yes, they are. So they're opening up one. It's called Deaf Puppies, and it's on Main Street in Manteca. Every time I drive by it, I look to see if the lights are on. So they're supposedly finishing it up soon. And guys, if you want to get some people from the Bay out there, we would be glad to do that for you.
Yeah, man. Like Manteca used to have a water slide too, didn't there? A water park or?
Yeah, that's where Great
yeah,
Wolf
that-
Lodge is.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you're right by there. What's going on? That's a weird name for a comedy club, you know?
Oh, Deaf Puppies. That's the name of their comedy collective. Kind of like here in the valley or here in the city, it's people like Hella Funny or local folks or Sylvan Brothers. It's just a group of comedians, and those are all 209 comics.
And if you're in Vegas, you gotta go catch Sammy Obeyed
Yes, please.
in 28th of December at the Wise Guys Comedy Club, and go protest him. You know, especially if you're Israeli, go out there.
What was the name of that comedy club?
The Wise Guys, go protest. Go protest Sammy Obeyed.
Go protest.
He's Palestinian. Go protest him for fun. I wish people would protest me at a comedy show. I never had any protests.
So here's Sammy's stuff. December 28th, he'll be there, and they're bragging about the Netflix 100 Humans, America's Got Talent, and Conan.
Yeah, he was on America's Got Talent for like 5 seconds, but
He was.
yeah, but 5 seconds, you know, I guess you can use that credit, you know.
Sure.
I was on Felicity for like a minute, so I never used the credit. I was an extra on Felicity.
So here's his ticket info. Go get tickets. There's Sammy Obeyed stuff.
Go protest if you're Israeli.
You're killing me.
I'm just kidding. Don't go.
You're just trying to make sure I get canceled along with you.
Nah, I'm just kidding. Don't. Sammy's a cool guy, but you know he is Palestinian, so you got to go protest. Why the hell not? You know.
And wow, we know a lot of these. I know a few of these people on for up and coming shows, including Irene too, and
Oh
Ty
yeah,
Rivera.
Irene too. Yeah, Ty Rivera. Ty Rivera lives in Vegas, doesn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, I think he does. So
Yeah, there's a lot of Bay Area people at the Wise Guy. Wise Guys is in between downtown and the Strip, I think.
there you go. All right, guys. Junkyard, get us out of here. What are we doing?
Thank you. I got Kells this Friday. I don't know if we're doing Kells.
We're doing the North Bitch.
I don't know if they're doing North Bitch this Friday. They canceled it last Friday. There wasn't enough tickets sold. So, but every Friday you can catch me at Kells and North Bitch on Jackson, like on Columbus. There's a lot of strip clubs. So afterwards you can take me out there and we can go hang out at a strip club and look at some vagina if you want.
And Christopher John and Vahe will. I'll send you my clip so you can remember who I am.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen Christopher John in age. He might not even be alive. No, actually, he liked my video clip. He liked my video clip, so he's still alive.
There you go. We like Christopher John, and we won't make any hair.
No,
Here, look, Christopher John. Am I doing any better than you are?
Yeah.
All right, guys. For myself, the Junkyard Rat. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, Kwanzaa, whatever your holiday is, do it and do it right.
Happy Kwanzaa, happy Three Kings Day, happy whatever you're into, happy happy Palestinian Day. I don't even know.
And just remember, you could be the next guest. That could be your seat right there.
Yeah, you could be on this show. Just let me know. I mean, if you got connections in Las Vegas, I didn't even ask. I want to go to Las Vegas, so
we can figure out Las Vegas. Las Vegas is the American Functional Glass Trade Show in Vegas. So
yeah,
we'll have to check that out. We have a congressman that's our friend now. So
he's running.
He's running for Congress. You are correct.
He's a Republican, though. I didn't realize he was a Republican.
Yeah, look at how how he stands on the issues. It makes a little sense.
I didn't realize he was a Republican because he doesn't like the Oompa Loompa guy.
He doesn't like the Oompa
He
Loompa.
doesn't like the
Orange
Oompa
Avenger.
He doesn't like the Oompa Loompa dude. So I was like, he's a Trump-hating Oompa Loompa dude. He's a Republican, though.
All right, guys, we're out. Thank you very much. Enjoy. Hopefully, we'll see you guys at the beginning of the year. Edge Studios. Again, thank you again, Chris, for all you do here.
Thank you. Good night. Thank you, Paul. Thank you for producing this show.